practice underneath them. Now it's a solid roster. For me, this event, I've got them going in guaranteed top 4, potentially top 3 if they can get past Liquid.
All right, here we go. Quickly, guys, predictions, scoreline, best of 7. Who's going to Worlds?
Man, I'll go with, I love upsets, 3-2 Splyce, 4-1.
All right, let's go to the commentary desk. Ladies and gentlemen in the house, I know there's a lot of you out there. Make some noise. Who's the first team going to Worlds? Let's go to Golden Boy and T-Squared at the desk.
Thank you so much, guys. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The action just kind of ran away without us there. So Optic Gaming and Splyce looking to get right into this one, Tom.
Yeah, they sure are. Looks like Shooter is sitting here over towards the pink side. And we've got the observer mode up right now so you guys can see the beginning shots these guys are bringing over to the table. And Shooter's going to chase under Snakebite and get the kill. That's going to be 2 dead. He's in a really good position to distract these guys. His teammates are over towards the pink side, Alex. They could pull this towards the pink side if they want.
Yeah, well, it seems like they're going to try and make this one happen here as they do have some support. Players are going to be in the back line, but they have to be cautious about that player, pink 3. And, oh man, that was an unfortunate situation for them, but Optic were able to bounce out of that one.
Yeah, Snakebite gets that return. Now he's going to push over towards the pink side, and you can see, obviously, the teams want to control this. Nothing's really changed from the Halos. Definitely the best part of the map to be on, and Snakebite's controlling this Eli perfectly. Frosty picks up a kill. Now this is the same exact position that Shooter was in before. He's distracting underneath the base. Boo-boo-doo-boo. Can he land the shots? Doesn't hit the headshot. This is going to be a huge kill if he can find it. Frosty, though, is going absolutely huge in the kill department. Nice defense coming out of Splyce, though.
And this is what you expect out of Splyce. This is a squad that can go toe-to-toe with Optic Gaming, so not surprising to see them, you know, when Optic has a little bit of a leg up, T-Squared, like, they're able to answer right back, which is fantastic for Splyce.
Both of these teams really understand how to play this game type, so you're going to see some really nice meta coming out from both of these teams. A lot of nice defensive stands, getting control of their own bubble, making sure that teams aren't just controlling all of the spawn points, and that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing these guys just set up, wait to get the kill on the flag guy, and just try to play the numbers game and maintain control. And here it is again. As soon as Optic tries to run the flag,
wow,
Splyce just answers right back.
Yeah, and they had 3 players down for the moment. They had control of the base. They had Sword in there too, trying to make that Sword flag run, but it did not happen. World 2 got that stick on the Sword guy too, so it's going to, you know, delay this push for the time being. And Vallicated's going right in there, finds one from behind. Oh, you got to turn off those animations, but it's okay though because he's able to get that kill. It's going to be 2 down now. Looking in front. Are they going to make this one happen? Shotzzy. Eyes on the prize. 2 players there as well. It's going to be a double nade there. Nice stuff. Going for the trip, maybe. Let's see if he can make it happen. Lethal's in the corner. Not a good position for him to be in there. They haven't cleaned up that kill just yet, and they have not been able to move this flag, T-Squared.
Yeah, again, this is the great defense coming out from the car side of the map, but Shotzzy is putting down some serious damage. I'm not sure if Valcade's going to be able to stay alive with this camo. Royal 2 is going to shut that down, so we're going to switch on over to his point of view and see what he's bringing to the table. And of course, Royal 2 going to make his way on over towards the pink side. The question is, anyone else pushing up that opposite street? Doesn't seem like anyone from Splyce is coming. There it is, everyone flying out now towards that pink door. The rest of the reinforcements coming in for Optic Gaming. Smart play to switch on over to his assault rifle here, but Shotzzy has some really nice pistol shots, and now Royal 2 has to back down bottom pink.
Yeah, they're just going to wait this one out here. The player is going to come in for the challenge. Vallicated again, but he's going to get the hands with that Magnum. There goes Royal 2 with a double, but it's not going to be enough to stay alive. Shotzzy in front is Frosty. Can he get that pick, though? He does have support. One guy above him, too, and this is looking like, I mean, this game has gone basically neck and neck this whole time. What you'd expect out of Splyce and Optic.
Of course, neck and neck, back and forth, whatever you want to call it here, and this is how the rest of the series is going to play out, at least that I hope it is. The thing is, sometimes in Halo 5, especially in a Slayer game, you'll see teams really start to go on a roll, but here in CTF Truth, when teams are so evenly matched, when they really understand how to play this game type, it's so difficult just to get that flag out, because you get the flag, you start running it, you have to worry about the overextenders pushing over towards the car side, so that's why you're seeing Optic now being a little bit more methodical in their push over here, trying to get the Sword guy to run the flag, and now they are even just relaying this, not only relaying the flag, but relaying the information that the Sword was down with this as well, and now they get that extra movement speed. Is that enough movement speed for Snakebite to put this flag in? You can see he was spotted. This is still sitting there, and there's the first cap for Optic Gaming.
Not a bad play at all, and it was dragging on, so I was a little concerned for Shotzi's bedtime, but luckily for him, though, he was able, or lucky for Optic, they're able to get that first cap in there. Maybe this one goes too long, and Lethal strategy comes into play. Lethal finds one in front of him. Shooter taking a seat, looking around as well. It's going to be Vallicated who's able to find that kill on him, but immediately picked off by World 2, and new camo available as well, and it seems like this is going to be Optic's camo to grab.
Yeah, and Royal 2 was able to grab that one, so let's switch on over to Optic Gaming for a listen.
Bottom mid on me.
I couldn't run it. Shit.
Bottom mid.
They're Carter on bottom mid.
I don't see bottom mid.
Bottom mid, our base. They're already our flag, Teach.
They're flag. Dude.
Already our flag, guys. On our base or something, Teach.
Yes, combo, Eli. I don't know where I died from.
Play for kills here.
I have camo.
On our base, on our base.
The car.
Stay up here, stay up here.
Tour
flag.
Our toilet and Shotzi's pulling it. Under our base was one shot.
I'm flying under our base, man. There's two in their flag, two in their flag. Nice, two in their flag going P. They're both weak. I'm dead. There's three in the P. He's half out P1. He's half out there under the base, and the other one's P2. I hit the guy on the base right now. I'm no shield.
Think their car slide, Shotzi. Might be one.
He's car 3, he's going car 3. P2's P3 now.
It wasn't him. He's bottom mid, Shotzi. One shot inside bottom mid. I should 3 Eli.
You don't have help.
Shotzi went inside bottom mid.
Kill me, bottom mid. Let's call one shot, baby. I got him. Three.
I hit him once, maybe Falcated.
I'm looking. Nice shots, PJ.
I sword. I'm gonna get sword.
I'm running flag. I have sword.
Get out.
They're bubble. They're already on car 3. We got flag on car. They're already their car door.
Right on the base,
Yeah, we gotta slay you.
Just do the Eli.
Car 3, no shot, car 3. One shot there, Eli. There's two there.
Got him. Dead. Flag. Top mid, maybe?
Yeah, their flag coming. Their flag. Just slay.
Window, I think? I don't know. Yeah, front of base, Falcated.
Front of base and top middle. I'm going car. I'm looking
under
for
our base.
Matt, stay alive.
I think somebody top mid. I'm down. Our car. One's our car. I'm on hit. I'm on our
car.
He's front of base.
I'm looking. Shotzi weak. Front of base. One shot under our base. Someone drop.
P2.
I will. Our flag. Shotzi still under our base. Shotzi, 2 on our base. 3 are flagging on our base. Brad, just stay alive.
I got 2.
Going a window.
24,
Brad. 24. I'll get ready.
Oh, man. What do you think of that listening there, T2?
Yeah, I mean, Optic Gaming, they're not just barking out callouts, they're saying all the little things. There's a guy P2, the last guy's underneath their base. I have to back off on those shields. It's okay, I'm pushing in behind you. Let's focus on the little things here, and let's get the job done. And that's what Optic Gaming does, and they do it so calmly. And that's because they're so well practiced, so well prepared.
Their chemistry's insane.
Their chemistry's insane. But the thing is the word that I use for Optic Gaming that I think is the best to describe them, is they're just so damn disciplined.
Yeah, actually, you are right. You look at their gameplay and everything they do. There was always that joke that Lunchbox always made, like, everything I do is calculated, right? But, like, this is really calculated gameplay from Optic Gaming. But I have to give Splyce all the credit in the world because they are going up toe-to-toe with them. But it's those little, the devil is in the details. And that is where Optic has been able to capitalize, right? You know, sword goes down. Instead of TJ just going straight for the flag, he goes for the sword. He gets the flag. He then makes that push forward. Just all these little things that they're doing so right. And a good pick up there from Snakebite, though, is going to give him possession of the sword yet again. And now he has to be cautious, though, because there could be some pressure come from the P side of the map here. So he needs his teammates to come off spawn. But instead of blindly pushing, he plays it out.
Yeah, and all the basics are so important, and just being calm, collected, and it works for them. The thing is it's different than any other communication. I want to switch on over to the blue side, going on over to Splyce. Let's do listening with them and see what they're talking about.
Watch your basement first.
Weak their car.
Yeah, sword. They're fighting with sword. They're winning with sword.
I'm staying alive at car.
I'm going P2 to help in.
One shot. Here.
Another one, P2 brushing me.
I'm at car.
P2 really. P2 out of the car.
One shot the car.
Our side P2.
30 seconds camo, about 20.
P2, our side. P2 there.
Alright, stay alive.
2 P2 guys, one's going face.
Wait.
I want one shot.
Try and get this next camo, guys. We got
about 20.
we gotta get control there, Eli. One's bottom mid, top mid. Top mid, guys, make. And our car was sharp line.
One shot guys.
It was our car, guys.
One shot our street. Rolls.
One was our car, watch out.
Camo and 10, about 20 ant.
I'll watch our car.
Stay there. Lethal guys. P2 weak.
Tomato Frosty. I died. Tomato Frosty.
Cardic, weak, up on base.
I'm from base.
Camo's up.
I can't get
They
camo.
They have camo. I'll kill camo.
Camo's dead.
Dead, 3-2 dead.
Last guy, our cardic. Last guy.
Flag.
He's on our flag. Last guy. He's running it. Eli. I got him.
They're bubble.
I'm going top mid, guys.
They're bubble, one shot roll 2.
Base spawn weak.
They're bubble. They're bubble one shot.
Basement,
One shot their bubble as well, guys.
Gonna be their
I'm pushing
climber.
their basement.
The corridor.
Carter, one shot.
Basement
Three
right now.
their basement.
Their basement. Take
Oh, they
one
went
shot.
shot.
corridor.
They went to top basement.
One shot basement.
Stop.
Other guy, one shot.
Two dead.
Last guy, they're climber on me, guys. I need help. Got me.
Dead.
Last guy under the base, guys. Push that.
I'm marching him with sword. I got him.
Nice, go.
And Splyce is looking to make a flag run here, but I have to say, man, very impressed with that listening from this young team. They are keeping their composure. It really is impressive.
Yeah, I think that the key communicators there, I mean, all four putting in work, but Shooter and Boo Boo Doo specifically, we were just talking about the small talk with Optic Gaming. The small talk coming out from the side of Splyce is almost there. It's just not the same level as Optic Gaming. You could just tell there's something missing, whether it's just someone's a little bit too focused on their shots, or maybe it's just getting a little bit outmatched on this specific game type right now, and there's so much pressure coming out from Optic that it's really hard to just pinpoint that last guy, because they're talking about all the right things on Splyce. You heard all the way up until they got that flag pulled out. But it's a 3 or 4 on 2 situation, and you have really obvious people just sitting on the car side for Optic Gaming, and they still pushed that flag out and got that return. So that's unfortunate for them because they got countered on. This should be 1-1 right now, and eventually Optic may even cap this last flag and make it 3-0.
Well, let's see if this is going to be the case here. Lethal waiting it out. He's going to go for that sword, knowing, hey, man, I just want that little extra speed, and he's going to get it, though. Shots coming from behind, but he's going to have teammates there for cover, going in for the ground pound with style, and that's going to be Optic Gaming with a 3-0 win on Troop CTF. But I have to say, that don't let that score fool you. That was a much closer game than I think a lot of people would have thought it could be. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to that flag run not working out for them. It was 1-0. They had all of the numbers in the world. It was a 4-on-2 situation. They start pulling it towards the pink side, and you have a guy just jumping up and down, sitting on the side, and that's an easy opportunity to get that kill. And you just say, hey, guys, I'm running this flag, but are we watching car side? And they didn't, and because of that, both people died running that flag. If one of those guys would have just been looking over towards the flag guy, or looking on over towards the car side, and then another person securing top center, that's a flag cap. And you're looking at a 1-1 game, possibly still with control, and possibly even winning that game. Now it's a 3-0, momentum heavily on Optic side, and now they're going to have to reset on the side of Splyce.
And looking at the scoreboard here, the Carnage report, I should say, 30 kills for Snakebite. Again, this guy could do anything. He'll help you out. He'll get the assist. He'll get the kills. He'll play the objective. Let's actually see the objective here, as a matter of fact.
4 returns as well.
That is very impressive stuff. Always on the prowl, always looking for the opportunity to bring that flag back to the base. 2 caps. He had, let's see, 1 grab. So that was Frosty and World 2 really initiating on that one, and Lethal just supporting out there and giving them the coverage. On the other side, though, you had Boo Boo Doo Boo with 3 grabs, as well as Shotzi with 2 grabs. Not bad at all. You know, some good engage. They're really trying to do essentially the same game, but I think it's what you mentioned before, Tom. Like you said, Splyce, they're doing the things right, but Optic Gaming, they're just doing it a tad bit better, and it's because they're just so seasoned. They're so used to one another.
Well, something's missing. I mean, I know from experience playing with Falcated that he doesn't communicate nearly as much as, say, like a shooter or Boo Boo Doo Boo. And then when you look at Shotzi, how can someone have such a good shot and also still communicate at the same time at the age of, 15 years old?
Yeah.
So that's still, as talented as these guys can be, they still have a little bit of weaknesses in their game. Once they work on those weaknesses, once they
they're a force to be reckoned with.
Immediately. Yeah. And if they can just call out just a little bit more on the small things and just focus on watching those spawners, or saying, hey guys, let's slow play this flag, then you're looking at a completely different series.
It's insane to think that the vet in that team is Shooter. You know, he's the one who's been around for quite a while here. This is a very young team, and they have so many tools at their disposal. Let's take a look at the series layout here. If you're just joining us, folks, Optic Gaming versus Splyce, and this is our first best of 7 of the day. Winner advances to winner bracket round 2, but most importantly, winner will qualify for Worlds.
Yep.
So this is
and that's
a
actually wrong
game.
at the top, guys.
Yeah,
winner advances to winner bracket round 3. We are in winners bracket round 2.
As I said it, I thought to myself, I was like, this isn't
like
right.
this is wrong.
This is weird.
This is wrong.
This is bland.
It was like me eating pizza last night. At like midnight. I was like, this is wrong.
Yeah, well, you're having pizza in Vegas. That's That's your first fault.
I was a little disappointed. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna blame it on Ghost Sayami, but we'll
blame everything on Ghost. Haven't you learned? Either him or Walsh. All right, so Optic Gaming, they go up 3-0. True CTF. Rig Slayer coming up next here. And we've seen this map kind of evolve since the release of Halo 5, where players really favored BR Tower. They like to hold that one down, or BR side of the map, you know. Now we're starting to see more of that carbine back rail approach, right, with the sniper. But then Optic Gaming were the team known on Slayer to just slay and rotate around, and that has kind of become the evolution of it, which is very impressive. What are your thoughts on how Optic approaches Rig Slayer?
Yeah, Optic is very, very aggressive. As soon as they see numbers advantage, they're going to press it. They like to push the barrel side of the map very frequently, so it's important to lock that down. One of the things that you can do to counter that is kind of hold you can see once the map loads, there's the egg, which is towards that back Raptors area, and that's kind of where the barrels are. So if you can continue to be aware of where they're going to push, and also realize that if you get weak or if you die, they're going to immediately get aggressive. That can play into your favor, especially if you're crouching off radar with a scatter shot, something like that. But one thing's for sure, if they don't control the camo, if they don't control the sniper rifle, if they don't control the scatter shot, there's no chance if they don't control these power-ups and power weapons that they're going to be able to beat Optic Gaming. And I'm a little bit worried because I feel like they definitely let one slip away. I mean, there's a huge difference from losing, 1-2 or, 3-0 compared to what they should have had. It's just really unfortunate that they couldn't get any momentum really in that first game. So they're going to definitely have to find their footing here and start to put Optic on their back foot, because right now Optic's just been playing extremely clean.
I could see Splyce though, because they're younger players, more accustomed and tailored to the Halo 5 gameplay than most, to just fly. I could see them counter aggression with aggression. You said before, maybe play it out, maybe play the scatter shot, maybe play the radars a bit. But I don't know, man. Maybe Splyce, they're just like, screw it. Let's just fly at them because we can go toe-to-toe slaying-wise. That could be a mistake, though. We'll see how this pans out, folks. Slayer on the rig. If you're just joining us, this is a great matchup between Optic Gaming and Splyce. Snakebite right away is going to fly in and get himself possession of the camo. Will we be able to stay alive? Snakebite moving in. Never mind. Shooter, not today, he says.
Yeah, weird that they didn't add more pressure on the snipe ball coming out from Optic Gaming. So a heads-up play coming out from Shooter, immediately pushed into a power position to shoot Snakebite as he was going for that camo. And this is the start that they needed. Now they got some footing. They have the sniper rifle. They have the positioning on the map. They have this guy trapped out bottom tower in a 2-on-1 situation. That guy should be dead. There's no reason that Shooter should have been left alone. But I'm going to switch on over to Falcated and see if he's going to be able to take some faces.
Takes the snipe back to Engine 2. Finds one that's going to be lethal. Looking for another one, perhaps. Let's see if he pokes around the corner here. Let's see if there's any red helmets that are eager to take a shot to the face. They've got players actually hanging out back there, hit markers as well, so that's going to just prompt Falcated to back away, and he can't quite come out on top. Snakebite is going to counter with the BR with a headshot.
Yeah, now Frosty has the scatter shot, so this is an opportunity for Optic Gaming to get both of the weapons here. A little bit too much of an aggressive challenge coming out from Falcated, and now, like I said, as soon as they get that numbers advantage, especially when they kill a priority target, which is the sniper rifle guy, and they have the other weapon on the map, they're going to push you and pinch you, and you're seeing everybody flawlessly execute that on the Optic Gaming side. They don't cough up one death. They're just completely aware of what's going on, and now the tables have completely turned.
Yeah, full control on the map. Snakebite has sniper, Frosty has scatter. Oh, but the splinter nades, those things are evil. And that is going to be a stop there. Frosty won't be able to stay alive. Shotzzy, though, locates one up top. He's going to have a player who's about one shot, but he gets pincered immediately. Snakebite now trying to find himself a couple critical shots here as he hangs out right by the tower. And I have to say, like, this is textbook Optic Gaming, man. They look at the opportunity at not the best situation. Oh, sweet Lord! My goodness gracious, Snakebite. Don't do it to him. What a play.
And you see the little gracious, walk over the body.
He walked
just
over.
kind of looked. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to smack the body.
That's a gentleman's teabag.
It is. That's a gentleman's teabag. That's a great way to put that, Alex.
It's really just some phenomenal stuff there, Snakebite.
That's a look but don't touch type of thing. That's what that was.
I
will leave this here.
I'm walking over your body, and you shall know, sir, you have been owned. Anyway, all right. So let's jump ship here, because Snakebite, he is in a bit of a situation here because they want to go after that camo, but they didn't really have the angles, and that is going to prompt Splyce to pick this one up here. Question is, where does this player go? Does he try and wrap back around, or does he charge after Snakebite? Snakebite thinks, you know what? He's going to go inside and try and make some noise here. Who had that camo? It's Falcated, actually. Who has a camo with the scatter shot too, so maybe he can catch someone off guard, perhaps.
Yeah, we're going to kind of toggle between Snakebite and Falcated here because these are the two big players on the map. It's really going to be up to Falcated to make a push here.
Doesn't have a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, he can't be the first person to push.
He's got to be careful too, because the light on the scatter shot can really give you away.
Yeah, but also the thing is he's going to be controlling this area for the weapons. That's what the whole point is. So he was able to secure Whitehall, and that allowed Shotzzy to pick up the sniper rifle. So now there's two sniper rifles on the map. Snakebite still has one, and Shotzzy.
Around. Falcated does see the opportunity. No more camo for him, though. And he gets tagged up in the bottom. Nowhere to go in the pit for him. And Optic Gaming are going to continue to push this lead. But I have to say, man, Optic Gaming and Splyce, it's all coming down to these little details. That you saw it in the true CTF game. You're seeing it here in the rig game. Splyce can go toe-to-toe, but Optic are just, to echo what you said, so freaking disciplined.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest kill in this game is I look back at when Falcade over-challenged, I think, Snakebite in open field when Snakebite had a battle rifle and Falcade had the sniper rifle. And that's when everybody pushed right now. And if that didn't happen, you're looking at a completely different game right now.
That's a good push, though, from Splyce, I have to say, because they had Snakebite in a really bad position. Lethal's by himself in the back. They know the spawns are going to be happening behind them, which is why you see that angle there. You see him just being more cautious of it. And, I mean, like, he just gets caught in the ground pound animation, which, you know, is a little unfortunate for him. Did they clean up Lethal in the back? Yeah, they did. Oh, man, but it's just Optic, man. They smell blood and they just go and charge.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that you can do when Optic's coming around at different angles. You can try to use the mechanics in the game and things like that, but realistically, they're going to use their headphones, they're going to hear you, they're going to use your radar, anything that they can to get the advantage here. And that's what you're saying, you know, the little things are really starting to shine here. But the thing is Splyce, for all of their efforts, they're still hanging in there. As long as they can keep this with a 5-10 kill difference and make sure that it doesn't get out of hand, that's all you're asking for. Keep these games close and just try to clutch it out.
Yeah, and they had opportunities, right? For example, when they were able to get that 3-kill swing, that brought them within 3 of being able to catch up. It is very doable for Splyce. They're just struggling here with really getting the closeouts. And I want to hear how this team is talking, most importantly, because this is a situation where Splyce can win this game, but how are they going to do it? And it's all going to come down to communicating with one another. So let's go ahead and jump into an Astro Listen-In with Splyce.
Roll the window or something. One shot.
Wow.
Mike, go mid-cap. Go mid-cap, Mike.
Overload. Snipe ball, overlook weak.
Snipe ball weak. One shot, snipe ball. Top snipe, white corner. Might push barrels. Might push barrels. No, they don't.
Watch out, me, wow.
I can't help.
Wow, overlook, Jesse.
One shot barrels, lethal.
Look out. Absolute lookout, watch out. Dead.
Top side, lethal.
I'm looking top side.
Died from carbine or something.
Yeah, I'll push out.
Push this, Jesse. Push
One shot dead.
Carbine weak.
Carbine killed me.
Push through.
Snipe this minute.
Hey, just keep rotating around the map, guys.
Yeah.
One's Snakebite.
Alright, we come back.
I'm going top rail. Camo spawn, one shot Frosty. He's going E2.
Watch out. Dead.
Nice.
Snipe ball.
White hole pushing. Scatter white hole weak.
Holding scatter your net bridge. Scatter net
Top
bridge.
snipe lethal.
30 seconds camo, about 34.
Going through the net. Yeah, I'm going through the
Snipe's up.
net through the
guys.
net.
Top snipe, one shot lethal. Connect.
Mid-cat.
Sniping
over field, one shot.
One shot white,
I got lethal.
One shot white, Mike.
I shot him twice.
Alright, one shot white.
All on that sniping still, roll
Camo and 10, about 34, guys.
He's gonna run, he's gonna try to run. He's running.
And net bridge will scatter.
And E1, 5 seconds camo, 34,
Someone needs to shoot camo down, I'll watch it.
No, top side, guys. Top side and barrels. Top side and barrels.
Camo down.
He's on camera weak.
It's gonna be up. It's up. It's still up.
Go up, Ryan. Go for it. Go for it.
I can't go for it.
Yeah,
Watch out, top side.
Two here on me.
Yo, one's way hole, way hole.
Top E2 on me. And one's carbine, dude. I didn't know where to spawn. He's carbine.
E2.
Guys, one's carbine.
Top rail.
Mike,
Splyce are down by 13, and they missed out on that camo. Frosty was the one who ended up picking it up here. And they were playing for that camo. They were hoping that they were going to be able to get it, but Optic managed to get control of both snipe and camo. And look at this here. He has himself a storm rifle. He one-shots him. He smells blood yet again. Turn around the corner. Nope, not today, my friend. Frosty gets the kill on shooter, and that's basically all the weapons that you could possibly want here for Optic.
Yeah, and nice little scatter shot pass off right there. Should be an easy kill. Boobadoo, he's going to drop on over to Frosty. And the thing is, Alex, is, yeah, we were talking about how Splyce had that nice push, and we're talking about the big turning point of the game. Still, that was the biggest turning point of the game. When Falcade lost that sniper rifle, and they lost all the momentum from their amazing beginning strategy, and they allowed Optic to just take all the wind out of their sail, you can't make mistakes. You know, we've seen two really small mistakes. Something as simple as not securing the flag cap and watching the car spawns, and over-challenging with the sniper rifle. You make those two mistakes, and you lose the game against Optic.
Yeah, they make you pay for all these small little details, and that is going to be the 41 locked in there. Royal 2 got it there as the player jumped off the map. They do have snipe control as well. That's going to be Royal 2 with that in his hand. Let's actually jump over to him. Maybe gets a couple nice no-scopes perhaps, and he's just going to play this one out. They know that at this point, they're in a winning position. He has no ammo. Does he do the business? He has no more ammo left, and at that point, man, you just gotta keel over.
That's a great way to kill Royal 2. to make him run out of ammo
Yeah,
after he goes on a killing frenzy. No, he didn't go on a frenzy, but
He still went on a tear there regardless. I mean, that just shows how long he was actually alive as well in that one. Snake bite now, knows the player's going to be engine 2, waits this one out. And he's also waiting for that camo, and boop, there you go. Pops it right at 324, and even if he gets tagged up, he just kept it out of the hands of Splyce. There's really nothing they can do at this point. While this game was substantially slower than what we've seen in previous times here from like other matches, whether it be the Overreact games, some of the pros versus the AM games. The scoreline, though, is a bit frustrating, I think, if you're a Splyce fan, because again, you said it, it's the small things, and then Optic makes you pay, and what typically for other teams would have been like a 2-kill swing, Optic can turn into like a 10-kill. That just makes them so deadly, and that's Optic 50-28.
yeah, I mean, what we're seeing right now is tournament Optic. I mean, you could sit there and look at all the lands or all the online scores and the scrims, things like that, but when it comes down to the tournament atmosphere, anything can necessarily happen. And Optic Gaming, they're a team more focused on winning Worlds than they are for qualifying for Worlds. Obviously, this is the first step. You can't overlook anybody. But what you're seeing is, a team with tons of tournament wins underneath their belt and a team that's still struggling to kind of get underneath and find their footing.
Yeah, good point there, man. Like, it just, for Optic, it's destiny. They're supposed to be here. They're supposed to qualify. Like, this is it. And a lot of people do have Splyce moving forward, but not at the expense of Optic Gaming. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
Only other team in this situation that could, I mean, you could say Liquid, you could say Envy, heck, maybe even Straight, if Straight shows up and has that land Straight experience. But like Optic Gaming, this is a squad that spot has basically been punched in for them, dare I say, ever since they won Worlds last year.
I mean, pretty much. You can safely say that. It's definitely difficult to do what they did and play at high level that they did and keep your team together. And when you're winning, obviously a lot of that, any problems that you have go away. But the series still isn't over. If it's a best of 7, if it was a best of 5, it would be so much more difficult for Splyce to come back. But here's the thing, is even in a best of 5 or a best of 7, after 3 games, someone had to be up 2-1. It doesn't matter which games you won or how you won them. As we take a look at the series layout, now all these guys have to do is focus on Plaza Strongholds. This is to make or break, do or die for them, because if they win this, they qualify for Worlds. Not this game, but if Splyce wins this, any team wins this round 2, they qualify for Worlds. If they lose this, they drop down to the losers bracket where they do have another opportunity to win that round down there, and then they make it in. So virtually, if you make it into round 2, all you have to do is win either your winners bracket round or that following losers bracket round in your top 6, because these guys are already your top 8.
That's right. We're determining who that would be today, qualifying matches on stream. It's going to be awesome. But man, I have to say, just such a series here for Optic Gaming. Splyce, and again, don't let those scores fool you, folks. 3-0 on Truth could have easily have gone in Splyce's favor, had a couple things worked out for them. On the other side, Rig Slayer, again, 50-28. That looks like a dominating score, and it certainly was. Optic had a great performance on that. But again, it boils down to the small details that Splyce just cannot seem to capitalize on, and Optic are so good at just taking advantage of. Now as we get ready for this next one, what is it, Fathom CTF?
No,
right?
Strongholds. Strongholds on Plaza. And
I'm sorry,
again,
old man.
I'm looking for major
looking at the wrong
mistakes from Splyce.
Yes.
They almost have to play perfect Halo. I mean, you're going against one of, if not the best team, who's already playing dang near perfect Halo. So you're going to have to bring that to the table. You're going to have to bring, just a clean game. You don't want to overextend onto yard. You don't want to misplay a camo. Anything like that, you can tell Optic Gaming is punishing really hard on anything that these guys slip up on. So again, series isn't over, but Splyce, they have to win this game.
Yeah, this is a huge match for Splyce. It determines whether or not they can go toe-to-toe with them throughout the rest of this grueling series here. And we know that they have the capability to do so, but Optic Gaming, they have their eyes on the prize. It is going to play for $1 million in California this month. That is what they want to do. That's what the Green Wall wants them to do. But for Splyce, it's a moment for them to be able to shock the world and qualify for Worlds at Optic's expense. That would be insane if that were to be the case.
Well, you even heard Lethal say, I think that Splyce is going to qualify. I don't think that he was thinking they were going to qualify through Optic Gaming, but again, that's why there's that losers bracket. It's a double elimination. Again, they'll play another best of 7 after this, whoever loses. But we'll focus on Plaza Strongholds here, starting this one off with a little bit of Frosty point of view. A little bit of a switch here and see what he's going to be able to do, because this camo is extremely important. Oh, he wasn't able to get that nice nade coming out from Boo Boo Doo Boo. He's going to drop as well. Complete bloodbath to start Strongholds Plaza.
Yeah, still up. Let's see. And Royal 2 is going to pick it up. So Optic, despite that start, are still going to be able to get possession of it. Here comes the Storm Rifle too. He's waiting this one out. He knows he doesn't really need to worry about all that much here. And that is going to be a cap in the streets for Royal 2 and company. They continue to add on some points here, but so early in this match, I love this play, man. He's just playing this one out really slow, and there's no reaction, right? He has a Storm Rifle. You basically just have to run away at that point.
Yeah, and now you're running away, and you're the last guy alive, so he may be able to get a trade here. That's a nice job by Shooter. I mean, he's doing everything that he can. But Royal 2, this is a perfect scenario for him to be in. He can just do anything that he likes, has the Storm Rifle, has the camouflage. It's about to disappear, so he's going to have to make some crouch moves and just continue to play off the radar. But you can see how much Splyce wants to kill him. They're putting 3 people over towards that soda area.
Someone please kill this man. He is still alive. This is insane. Royal 2, man, he has just infinite potential. This guy, incredible. And he's still kicking, still moving, still getting kills. And it is a triple cap squared for Optic Gaming. They're looking dominant. Frosty pushes up, but he still manages to pick himself up a reset, though. So that's time on the board that is being wasted here and points being earned for Optic.
Yeah, and the thing is look at how Royal 2 is not freaking out about this guy capturing
no
nest
need,
and
right?
not getting desperate. He's just going to say, you know what? We have bottom middle. We have yard. Go ahead, take the nest. We're still putting points on the board. The big picture here is getting map control because camo's coming up and just continuing to just build on your lead. You're already up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah.
You had a fantastic start. That was his first death about 2 minutes into the game. So just phenomenal play coming out from Optic. You know, if they play like this, it's going to be very scary for all the teams. Because keep in mind, Alex, Splyce beat Allegiance 3-0, and Allegiance is another team that's definitely a top 10 squad.
Yeah, a squad that can easily qualify for Worlds. They have the talent, they have the potential. They were a tear in the open bracket here. But here we go. So Frosty just waiting this one out, jumping around the corner here. And, you know, well, the shotgun's not going to work at that range, God bless. But, you know, he did what he needed to do. And I absolutely love this jump. Peekaboo, he says. Boo-boo-doo-boo, take my doo-boo. And that was going to be a big kill there for Frosty. Maybe looking to make this one a trip ski, perhaps. No, he's not going to do that. But still, though, Optic Gaming crossed the halfway mark in this game, 51-0. Will we finally see Splyce get some points on the board? It seems like they're in no position to be able to make anything happen as they're fighting out of yard.
Yeah, this is very difficult. I mean, again, the series isn't over. This game isn't even over, but this is the story of the series. I mean, Optic Gaming, as soon as they get an inch, they take a mile, and they just continue to put the hurting on and punish you over and over again. And now Shooter, it looked like he was making a great play. He made his way over to Cafe. He's trying to get control, but all of his teammates die, and now he's getting triple capped on.
Yep, and that's going to be another one there. Finds him right in front of him. Can he get the double there on Lethal? Lethal, though, with that plasma pistol, the green gun, just going to take away the shields immediately. And that opportunity, though, that trip cap, that greediness, gave Splyce the moment that they needed. As all those players were on yard, they ended up getting those spawns. How long can Splyce hold on to this one? Because it seems like it's not going to be long for this world here, as they're poised to take Nest any second now.
Another small mistake coming out from Splyce. They finally were able to get points on the board. Ooh, did they get that reset? No. So that was another small mistake coming out from Splyce. They captured bottom middle, Alex. They captured Nest. They had them stuck in yard. Somehow Optic Gaming spawns over towards the back wall because I think they got a little bit too aggressive and charged on over towards that glass and soda area. And then Optic Gaming just takes Nest, and now they're triple capping again just after 5 seconds. So let's go ahead and switch on over to Optic Gaming and get a listen in because these guys are playing hot right now.
Stay up on our next spawns here, 33.
I don't. Oh shit! I already alarmed me, guys. They have up glass. They're in bottom mid. All right, they're gonna get this too.
33.
Yeah, worry about this camo. Worry about this camo. Top mid and LR. Top mid and LR.
Stay up here. Stay up for this camo. 33.
I'm going Cafe with Brad.
Just try to get a burn. You can get him a burn.
Cafe ramp. He just went up and behind
up
brick.
now.
No, one's LR, PJ.
I'm looking brick.
Driveway, actually driveway, Falcated. I'm hiding. Falcade's dead.
I'm dead.
I need help, guys. Top mid, boo boo. One's LR. I'm gonna die. I'm close. He's chasing me. He's gonna chase me.
I got one shot. I got him.
They're in yard. They're in yard.
Okay, nice.
Glass in the yard.
Driveway team, driveway team.
Oh, Frosty, good play there. He was able to get the body shot and the kill there with his Magnum. Optic Gaming, they're continuing to add on to the scoreboard here. You saw some life come out of Splyce, but man, it has just been gasping really for air at this point for this young team. They're struggling in these situations. Frosty will fall. Maybe they can get themselves something, but it seems like Snakebite moves right in there with the camo and does manage to make that pick happen. And a good couple plays here for Optic. This is basically GG.
Yeah, pretty much, because you can see Lethal with the heads-up play rotated on over to the yard. Now all they have to do is focus bottom middle. A little bit too late there for Splyce. That's going to be game. What a game. What a series for Optic Gaming so far. They're going to take a commanding 3-0 lead. I mean, 3-0 in game number 1, up 3-0 in the series now, like 50-28 in game 2, 100-15. What are we looking at? You know,
domination.
We're looking at round 1 here? No, this is round 2. You're looking at 2 top 10 teams. The number 1 seed and the number 8 seed just clashing heads here, and this is a dominating performance from Optic Gaming. Let's take a look at the stats.
This is just unbelievable. Now this game here, we've been seeing a lot, games 1, 2, and 3, there were those moments there where, you know, Splyce could have bounced back, but in this particular game on Strongholds Plaza, a statement was made, and that was, we're moving on. We're making this one happen. It's a best-of-7 series. And to be able to come back to reverse sweep in a best-of-7, that's going to be so hard for Splyce to do. They have the capability to do it, but Optic Gaming are 1 game away from moving on in the bracket, but most importantly, qualifying for the Halo World Championship, because they are the defending champions. They want to defend that crown, the current kings of Halo, dare I say, as they have just so much talent in front of them. But man, Splyce, I mean, they're a great team. But what was I guess the defining point for you there? Did you feel like where it was in games 1 and 2, where there was little moments could have changed the tide? I didn't feel that way about Plaza Stronghold.
Well, it started with a nice beginning strat coming out from Optic Gaming,
yeah,
right? Compared to the first 2 games where it was kind of a standstill in the beginning. It was a little bit favored for Splyce and Rig. Obviously, they had that set up. I think it was 5-2. 4-2, they had sniper rifle, they had bunker area, and then they coughed up control. And Plaza Strongholds, they never really got control until they were down, I think, 50 or 60 points, where they had that triple cap on the side of Optic Gaming. They got too aggressive in yard. That was the mistake that Optic made, and then that got very lightly punished coming out from the guys on Splyce because they just left the spawns. They didn't lock down S4. They didn't control the hotel spawns. They didn't control the blue spawns. They let them just push over towards the truck. And they just got Nest back for free and then turned that triple cap back around in a matter of 5 points. I'm pretty sure that's 10 or 15 seconds, which is just as long as it takes you to respawn. So that's just insane.
Yeah, again, when Optic makes a mistake, you jump on that opportunity and you don't look back. So it was shocking that Splyce just did not seem to find themselves in that game. But now, as we set our sights to Fathom, see how this pans out here. It's going to be CTF Fathom, as a matter of fact. Oh, boy. Well, Optic Gaming, man, they're 1 game away. For Splyce, it feels like it would be the longest road possible if they were able to come back and win this one. Can you see? I could see them answer back here. That CTF game on Truth was so well balanced despite a couple situations there. I can see Splyce answer back and take this game, but they're going to have to dig deep.
They're going to have to dig deep, but if they win this, you said dig, and I think that they win this for dignity. I mean, that's pretty much all this is, because they're not going to go much further. Man. They're not going to go much further than that after they win this game. Not the way that Optic's playing right now. I mean, I look at these guys from Splyce, and I see they're trying hard. They're playing extremely, extremely hard, and they're putting up a decent fight, but you're not seeing any cracks in the Optic Gaming armor right now, or on the wall, whatever you want to call it, because this is
brick by brick.
I mean, brick by brick. This is flawless right now. They're just pretty much German schmearing all over Splyce.
What? Oh man. Well, you know what though? This is listen. One, that sounds naughty. So I don't know how to accept that. But I will say this much: if Optic Gaming continue to play the way that they're going, they're making their way to Worlds. So you have Shotzi here on your screen. He's trying to defend this one out here and just hold it down for his team to be able to move in and make a play, make something happen. It's not going to be the case, though, here T2, as Lethal with Camo goes top mid. He just has Camo, and that's all you need if you're TJ Campbell. Camo in a dream. He's looking, and he's just being a pain in the neck here, keeping him back. And who has Rail on the other side? That is, well, actually Snakebite has Rail, so he almost killed Lethal. But you know what? If you're PJ,
Warning
why
Rail.
not?
Warning
Rail.
Rail.
Hey, you did it to me, I'll do it to you.
Yeah. Better watch your back, Lethal.
I know, right? Shooter and Phallicator moving, able to pick up 2. Snakebite looks at 1. Able to find him, though. And they're just hanging around here right by Blue Yard. This is looking pretty solid for them. Let's go over to Blue Side now. Excuse me, I'm just stumbling on my words here because the game's so great. Let's actually go ahead and check out what's going on the blue team here. They have to fight out of this one. The flag is going to be capped any second now. This is looking like it's Optic Gaming. Yes, it is. They managed to make that first cap happen. Now it's going to be Splyce's turn to react. Let's see how they do it, and let's see it, or let's hear it in a listen in.
I'm coming to you, Jesse.
What's their tree, Frosty? He's challenging me.
I'm looking.
They're pushing right now.
Weak,
They're
weak.
One shot.
Watch out their tree, guys. Frosty.
I'm backing up. There, I got
Nice,
him.
Frosty.
Another
Another
guy
guy, they're pit.
on me.
They're one weak. They're one weak.
Get ready for the road.
One shot their wall
Get
ant.
ready,
One shot their wall ant.
Two leg.
20 seconds camo, it's about
Dude.
48.
I'm pushing in their engine, guys.
Yeah, their tree, last guy, the bridge.
I'll see
We're
him.
good, last guy.
Rail, Jesse,
They're all-
rail,
they're all-
rail, rail,
I'll get on,
rail. Flag, the flag up to.
Nice. They're
Hi,
alive.
bro.
Alright, Jesse is real.
Watch out
Camo's
for
about
the
48, 10
We're on the
seconds.
court, dude.
Two there.
The court,
Two there.
that's it.
Let's get our tree for camo.
In like 5 seconds, about
I'll
48.
pick, guys. Snake fight.
Guys, we gotta watch camo.
we
I'm
need to push
watching
out.
it. I
We need to
can't go
push
for it.
I can
I
go
spawned
tree,
our
I can go
engine.
tree.
It's
Our
gonna be a-
tree.
Weak.
Our tree.
I'm nading
I can
camo.
go tree right now.
Our tree roll too.
Yeah,
I'm here with you, Jesse.
They have camo.
they're gonna have it probably.
Go with our tree roll too.
Our silo killed me. Our
Camo's on
silo.
mid, Camo's on mid.
Guys, you have to go back. Or,
Camo's on mid weak.
One shot running it.
Running it.
There's 3 there.
weak. Good weak.
And our front base, guys.
Tell me what camo still.
Our engine. Shot our
Nice one,
engine.
Todd.
Porch.
Todd.
Shot our porch. Shot our porch.
They're gonna
Shot our
Hey,
porch.
Bragan. Going our tree with Logan. Going their silo to our tree with Logan.
Our engine, our engine.
Our engine. Get this
And
guy
behind
out
you
of
guys with
our
Logan. Behind you guys with
engine. Get
Logan.
this guy out of our engine.
One shot range.
Optic Gaming able to pick up a second cap on that one. Splyce just cannot seem to find themselves. Game 1, man, was a different story. Maybe that was just I guess something that Optic didn't expect. This is a completely different team right now,
Yeah.
the way that they're playing.
This game is so mental, Alex. It takes such a strong, willpower and just never giving up mentality. And I guarantee if this series was tied 2-2, that you wouldn't see, or if it was tied or 2-1 or whatever it was, you wouldn't see Boobadoo miss those shots. I mean, if this was an intense, close series right now, the momentum's there, the way that you're feeling about yourself, you're hitting those shots. That railgun, that missed railgun right there is just, the victim of the circumstances right now. Down 1-0 in the game. The pressure's already on you. You're down 3-0 in the series.
Wow.
Now you're the last guy alive. It just starts putting that extra pressure on you and makes you play just a little bit worse. And Optic Gaming, that's what they're known for.
It has to be so frustrating, too, to play against Optic because you even saw right there, right? There was a player right above him. He immediately responded, knew that he was going to come in through the, through the crouch hole. And then he goes down low, and boom, there's a player right in front of him. It's no matter where you look, there's a sea of red, and it has to be frustrating if you are Splyce. Lethal goes right back in for the challenge, though. 2-0 is the score. Optic 1 flag cap away from qualifying for the Halo World Championship. Will they be able to make this one happen? As Frosty has that railgun, he's looking to put it to work.
Yeah, this is the perfect position to be in to close it out and stamp your ticket to Worlds. You have Frosty, super solid slayer. I mean, what was he, 12-0 in round 1 when he had in Rig Strongholds, just this amazing performance with the railgun. 8 railgun kills.
So annoying.
Now just doing the nerdiest thing known to man, just sitting
That's
there,
Frosty.
staying alive top center, doing whatever he wants to do, and just backing off now. I mean, this is perfect textbook play from Optic Gaming. When you watch their screens, you're like, why are they just so patient? It's because they have so much confidence in where their other teammates are that they know if I'm the railgun guy, one of my guys with a pistol assault rifle is going to sacrifice his life, get information, or distract so I can stay alive.
In all the games I've cast, I've never seen a team that is so prepared than Optic Gaming in Halo. Everyone at any point in time can come up huge with, with slays, with objective. It's just crazy how this squad plays it out. And what I think, again, it's about that discipline. It's about that, that time spent with one another as a squad here. And at this point, like Splyce, they just know. They know that this is Optic Gaming's match to win, or their match to lose here even, because if they fall here, it would be a huge confidence boost for Splyce, but
Yeah.
I just can't see it, man. Even
Well,
though
that's
they
a good
got
point.
3 down.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, if Splyce wins a game where they're down 2-0, in this game specifically, they have to obviously win. But that's the type of win that they need. It's something where it's like, oh, we're down 3-0 in the series. Well, we just came back from a 2-0 deficit in this game. Maybe we can actually do this. But they're going to have to start doing it pretty darn quickly because we're halfway through the game, and they haven't even really pushed the flag past the halfway point.
Yeah, they have not had a single opportunity. Railgun's going to be up, so he's anticipating Lethal, someone challenging him over on the red vat side, which is the reason why he's so focused on this area. And there goes Shotzi. He came right from the blue tree house. Apologies. And that is going to be a cleanup there for Snakebite. Lethal put in a lot of damage on that one. 2 down here for Optic Gaming as they're looking to push forward. Frosty does manage, though, to pick himself up the camo and rail yet again. He has a lot of ammo to work with and a lot of time to work with in this camo. He's playing it nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race sometimes.
It does. Ends up missing that railgun, though. Nice little thrust by whoever that was. Boo Boo Doo Boo trying to push in and get this flag touch. Just obviously extremely desperate to getting into the base. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, can we make something happen? Can we change the way that we're playing? Because obviously our typical style is just not working. You can see Optic Gaming just picking them apart. Such flawless execution all across the board. I mean, you can't say anything bad about any of the plays these guys from Optic are making.
Oh, man, and Frosty with a rare miss there. But you know what, though? I mean, he was in a bit of a pickle for that situation. Lethal cleans up a kill right in the back of their base. Again, just trying to go after those desperation pulls there. Oh, gets stuck. Hold that. All right, okay, not bad. Good pick up a couple kills here. Maybe that is something that they needed to get themselves in this matchup, but Booba Dooba gets caught there on red sub, and he will fall right down to the pit of doom. Fallicated, though. Good job there on the melee. Caught Snakebite unawares. Knows that the player is going to be red treehouse, and he's going to try and beat him on the other side here. Can he find him? This is going to be a good shot for him. They do have themselves some pressure on the vat side, but he's by himself. He doesn't have anyone to work with there, and it just seems at this point Splyce is looking for anything here, a breath of fresh air at this moment as they try and bring that flag out. 4 minutes on the clock.
They just want any air, honestly.
Anything, man.
They're just being... Oh my, nice Spartan charge coming out from Royal 2. He's not able to secure that railgun. Looks like Snakebite's looking for the next one. So potentially Optic Gaming having 2 railguns on the map. Nice job by Shotzi, but yeah, I mean, this has been all Optic Gaming the entire series. Ever since pretty much that one little mistake on the flag cap, not being able to secure it and tie the flag up, the CTF Truth game up 1-1, it's just been a completely different series, like I was saying. That's why I'm so worried for these guys on Splyce, because they weren't able to ever recover here. So let's go and switch on over to Optic Gaming and see if they're able to close this series out.
Yeah, Optic, they do manage to have themselves the camo here and just wait this one out. It's Fallicated. He just plays that one so lovely. He knew that he had his number. He just needed his teammates to get a couple shots in. Don't overexpose himself. Booba Dooba comes in for the challenge, but that's going to be Lethal on the cleanup duty. And this is more control for Optic Gaming. So let's jump into a listen-in with the green wall and see if they can close it out right here with 3 minutes on the clock.
Should be able to get that beat. Go, boys. Good shit, guys. Fucking job. Who kills you? Oh. We had like...
There you have it. Optic Gaming
No hype.
Yeah.
No hype.
No hype. I'm hyped up because that is the first team to qualify for the Halo World Championship. It is your winners from the previous season. You know, going to be some more Lethal memes with some glasses on and some dollar bills everywhere.
I mean, one thing's for certain. TJ Campbell has changed. Okay? He has nice hair now.
That's true. He does have nice hair now.
What happened?
He found a barber.
I saw him, and he found a barber. He wasn't cutting his own hair. God bless. That's what happens when you join Optic Gaming. Hex is like, no, you're gonna go to a barber.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take a
Optic.
machete to your hair.
You're going to Optic Barber.
Yeah, right. You know, and who knows? Maybe he might start vlogging. Oh my goodness, the dream could happen. Who knows, Ghost? Who knows? I'm just staring right at his face. Okay, well there goes the scoreline there. 3-0 for Optic Gaming. Carnage Report says Snakebite dominates. 25 kills for him. 11 deaths on the other side, though. Nothing really to go nuts about for Splyce, and I think that's kind of just the tone of the series. Nothing really to go nuts there. Optic Gaming, this was their moment. This was their opportunity. No one was going to stop them. They're going to Worlds, one step closer to $1 million, or the $1 million prize pool. T2, I want to get your thoughts, though. Splyce, still believe they qualify?
Maybe. We'll find out. It depends on who they're going to be playing in the losers bracket and if they play a little bit better. And I'm not sure if that's going to be today or potentially tomorrow. But one thing's for sure. I mean, 25-11 coming out from Snakebite. I think there was another game that he was completely dominating in this series too. And that's, again, what's really scary about Optic. And the other team that I think of with that much firepower is Envy.
Yeah.
When you have McWin, Pistola, Snipe Down, and you have Hook, again, any one of these guys can really carry the torch. And that's a great feeling when you can not have your best game in the world, but yet you still get picked up by your teammates. And a lot of that has to do with all of the little things that we talked about, all the discipline, all of the